Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go through my locals recap from yesterday. I played Vanquish Soul. This is the second time I played Vanquish Soul at locals. I did much better this time, and I made some decklist changes, and I want to go through probably 5 things that I learned by making those changes and by playing another locals with Vanquish Soul. And hopefully those things can teach you or help you when you're trying to play Vanquish Soul yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go through the list. I'm going to go through it fairly quickly because it's very similar to the last deck list I put out, and I don't want to waste your time with redoing a video of almost the same list. Okay, so let's go rip through it so I could show you guys what I was working with. I played 42 cards today because I wanted to test out some new stuff. So I had 3 Raisin in the main, 2 Mad Love, and 1 Pantera. Pantera is new from the last list. I'll talk about it. Then for the bigger guys, 2 Jolong, 2 Heavy Borger, 2 Caesar Valius. I was pretty happy with all of that package. And then for the spells, we'll just move down here. 3 Stake Your Soul, 1 Continue, and then 1 Snow Devil. I took out the Dust Devil as well. That's a change from last time. For the consistency, 3 Prosperity, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Durandal to search the Raisin. And then for the honorary Vanquish Soul engine, we have 3 Fenrir and 1 Rise Heart. And then I also opted to play 2 Pressure Planet Wraithsoth. I think this card is too good. I think the Kashtira Fenrir is too good not to play the Searcher for it, okay? And I think it does too much for this deck in particular, especially with Rise Heart being able to go into Dweller for you and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 2 Wraithsoth, I think, to search the package more consistently. And then my own personal tech that I've shown you guys in the previous videos, 2 Ready Fusions and 1 Instant Fusion for the rank 4 access, for the SP access, with the extra deck monster. Of course, you have to link into something first because you have to use an effect monster, but yeah, this will still get you there. And it came up yesterday, and it was excellent in my opinion. And then the last row will be hand traps. So we have 3 Ash, 3 Shifter, and then this is where the deck list differs most from last time. Last time I played Ghost Bell and DD Crow for the attributes, Dark and Earth. This time I was like, F that, we're playing the good hand traps instead, 3 Imperm, 2 Veiler, and it was fantastic. I did not miss the attributes, honestly. Like, we have enough search power to build the attributes in your hand anyway. I don't want to reveal my hand traps because I don't want my opponent to be able to play around them. So I just had Imperm and Veiler just because they're so good this format, relatively, and I thought it was just worth playing the higher quality stuff over the attribute stuff, okay? So that's the main deck. I'll go through my 5 things that I learned afterwards, and I'll pull out individual stuff, but let's just wrap this up. Okay, for the extra is the exact same as my last profile, so if you've seen it, you can skip ahead about 30 seconds, but I have 3 Rock, 1 Striker Dragon, 1 SP Little Knight, and 1 BLS Link. And then for the fusion targets, we have 1 Darkfire Dragon. Darkfire goes into Striker Dragon. Then you can link Striker and something else into SP for the SP on Summon effect. And then Rare Fish is the other target for Ready Fusion or Instant Fusion. It's a water, level 4, makes a big Dweller, all that kind of stuff. Speak of the Devil, here's the Dweller. And then the other rank 4s are 1 Dempsey, Borbo, and Chaka 9 for the Zeus package. Zeus for the Zeus package, and then we have 1 Typhon and 1 Flare Metal Dragon. Okay, so same extra deck as last time. Yeah, BLS Link is weird. You could play Baguska if you want, but I like BLS Link. I'm a big fan, so I went with that. And just show off the side deck as well. Okay, so the side deck, I took a different approach from last locals. Okay, in this one I played all the best hand traps, honestly. 3 Nib, 3 Droll. Pretty standard to see in either the side or the main this format, so yeah, we have that. And then 3 more hand traps, kind of. 2 Jerusalem, 1 Magnamut. This came in against Centurion, this locals. And then for the final 6, I have 1 Pankratops. It's an Earth and a Great Board Breaker, so can't complain about that. 2 Lightning Storm to round out that set of 3. And then we have 3 There Can Be Only One for going first. Okay, I was pretty happy with these, especially Nib and Troll. Like all of the hand trap stuff, I sided these in once each, but I never saw them. I sided Pankratops in, and I did see it, and it was pretty good. But anyways, yeah, I thought this side deck went pretty well. Okay, so now that you've seen the deck list and know what I'm working with, let me go through the 5 things that I've learned by playing this at 2 different locals with 2 different deck lists. Okay, the first thing I already kind of alluded to has to do with the hand traps. All right, so I played in this round, or in this tournament, Impermanent Veiler in the main instead of Ghost Bell and DD Crow. And basically, thing number 1 I learned is that I would rather play good hand traps than attribute hand traps. Okay, and that also goes for the like Nibiru's in the side, the Drolls in the side. These are all light wind and trap. Like, they're not earth, darker fire, so you know they don't fully synergize with the deck, but just Bell and Crow right now are not good enough to play over these cards. Like, I would rather have these cards in the deck in the first place rather than, you know, kind of finagle your way into having your Vanquish Soul Engine do all the work with like a little bit of support from your Ghost Bell. Like, it's just not good enough right now. I would rather play the stronger hand traps of the format, and yeah, and I don't regret that decision, and that's kind of like a lesson I'll take going forward. Like, sure, if Ghost Bell comes back into the format, that's so awesome for us. Like, that's such a big buff for us. We can play an Earth and a really good hand trap, but for now, like, there's no reason not to play the good ones instead. Lesson number 2 that I learned is I tried, let me find it, Vanquish Soul Pantera for the first time. And I have to tell you that I had no desire to see this. I don't really see value in playing this card, to be totally honest. I never wanted to search it. Like, I would rather search any other Vanquish Soul monster over Pantera. And yeah, if that's the case, like, why are we playing it at all? Like, if it's good to draw or like see in your opening hand, then we should be playing more of it. But if we're this card should probably be either 3 or 0. Like, the spell trap pop never comes up. We don't ever have Earth cards in our hand to use for the reveals anyway. Yeah, you can make a rank 4 if you open it. Like, that's probably its best value. But if that's the case, like, if you want to be cranking out rank 4s, then you should be playing 3 of this. So you see it every opening hand. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Pantera, and that's lesson number 2 for me. Lesson number 3 for me as well is that Snow Devil, I think, is better than Dust Devil. You know, a lot of people have come to that conclusion already, and of course it's a little bit format dependent. Like, if you're in a format where just Book of Moon goes crazy, then yeah, Dust Devil is, you know, back in for consideration. But right now, I think you only want to play 1 slot dedicated to either Snow Devil or Dust Devil, and I think Snow Devil takes the cake, even though it's a trap card. I'm fully aware that going second this card is not that great, but hey, if you, even going second, like, if you can just assemble all the attributes in your hand and set this, then you can just nuke the board. Like, it's not totally dead, okay? So yeah, that's lesson number 3. Lesson number 4 has to do with one of my matchups. So in round 1, I took my loss. Let me go through my matchups actually really quick. I went 3-1 yesterday, which is better than like the 0-2 drop I did with the first round. And my first loss was in round 1 against Snake Eye. And this engine is better than the Snake Eye engine. But the reason I just got whooped so hard is because Kurikara just goes nuts against this deck. Yeah, like, I had like Fenrir, Rock and Rock on board. He used something, baited my Fenrir. I used Rock, summoned the Raisin search, Raisin pop, and then he goes, okay, search Kurikara, wipe your whole board. Now all the like Borger in my hand is dead. The Valius in my hand is dead. Like, I have no hand traps left, and I just got absolutely slaughtered. Just swung for game with a giant Kurikara, and there was nothing I could really do about it. So that's why I lost. Like, that's why, in my opinion, why I lost round 1 is just Kurikara poops on this deck too much, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. The rest of my matchups really quick. Round 2 was for Higher Runic Sprite. That went well, 2-1, I believe. Round 3 was against Centurion, and I won that one 2-0 or 2-1, one of those. I think 2-1. And then round 4 was against Infernoble, and I won that one 2-0. Okay, so that all went really well. And then lesson number 5 I'll talk about in general is that, yeah, I think Shifter right now is fantastic. Like, it's not even a lesson, but like I shifted all of my opponents this tournament in at least one of the games, and I just won that game. Like I don't know, Shifter just goes nuts. Even if you're playing against a deck that is like, even though there's a few decks in the format that don't really care about Shifter or play Shifter themselves, I think just the value it gives you against the decks that lose to Shifter is too high. Like, it's an auto win card, and I don't mind playing 3 of this in the main deck whatsoever. Okay, so that wraps up my tournament report, my lessons learned, 5 lessons learned from playing Vanquish Soul for 2 locals with 2 different deck lists. And yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We got some new decks coming out on the channel soon. Sword Soul is coming hopefully in the mail today. Fingers crossed. And then we have Punk Gold Pride, which I finished, but I don't really want to play that. Even though I have all the cards, do I want to play it? I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Like, I want to play Speedroid Cash as well. I want to play Punk Cash. And then, like, Gold Pride Punk is probably, like, number 3 on that list. So, I don't know when that will come out, but, you know, if there's enough people that want it, then maybe we can put something together. And then branded, there's probably going to be an updated branded, pure branded profile coming out shortly. All right, so I'll catch you guys later. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.